The second part of the video is about the payment stages if you're buying a new build in Portugal. So I consulted with a lawyer, and legally, there are no fixed stages at which the developer is required to take money from you. To make sure everything will be built on time, it's worth checking the construction license. All the stages will be detailed there, and you should only invest after the developer has this license. What happens when the developer wants 30% upfront? Yes, they might be offering a super attractive deal in terms of price. More often, this is done by those who don't have many projects in their portfolio. These are newcomers to the market. Accordingly, for them, it's harder to get, as I understand it, financing from banks, so they're forced to take 30% upfront and build, not to build with their own money. And in such cases, these kinds of scenarios are possible. But I still wouldn't take the risk. It's probably better to go with developers who have a solid reputation, who are widely trusted, who banks trust and are willing to give loans to, and who can cover all of these stages with their own money, with bank money, with credit. Break time equals 0.5s/. Accordingly, you have a co-investor, but you will only need to pay 30% up front over the first 2 years, and you can pay the remaining 70% at the end of construction. So, I personally prefer the scheme where, during the pre-sale, we just pay a reservation fee of 5,000 to 10,000 euros. Then, at each stage of construction, we pay an additional 10% or so. So it comes out to 30% before the project is completed and 70% at the end. Basically, it's 30% during the first year and the remaining 70% at the end of construction. That's roughly how the scheme works. I think it's more attractive to investors, and it's also safer.